Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Sarah Taylor. I upload every single week, vlogs on Sundays, everything else on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And today I wanted to talk about my planners and tools for this year. This is piggybacking off of Tuesday's video with my January goals and then last week's video about my goals and resolutions for the entire year. So this basically is kind of the third video in line with that. The 2021 goals and resolutions video, I'll link it above. That one is my umbrella goals for the whole year. The January goals video, that is my first, I'm doing monthly videos on that. That is how I'm going to achieve like my umbrella goals for this month. What can I do this month to get me closer to achieving those goals? And then this video, I'm going to show you what I actually use to help me keep track, to help me plan, to help me stay on track, to, you know what I mean, all of that. So, I don't necessarily anticipate you needing all of these things. It kind of depends on you, your life, what is required of you, whether it be your, you know, family, yourself, your job, whatever. But these are things that I have kind of, over the years, discovered I really either need or love. And then this year, some of the stuff that I've implemented to help me with some of my newer hobbies and interests, just so everything is, all systems go. I have a ton of stuff. This might be overwhelming to you, but I promise you it makes sense to me. I have this guy, which is the Day Designer Daily Planner. It looks like this. It comes in several like color schemes, but I like the black, white, and gold. That's my brand design, and it's just historically what I've always bought from them. I don't think I've ever strayed from that. And what I do is, you can kind of tell, I have a very thorough to-do list because I have a lot of stuff I need to accomplish in a day. So something I started doing is highlighting each task. Blue is household, pink is self, yellow is work. So that way I can kind of see as I build out my day what needs to get done where. You know, whether it be I need to get certain chores done around the house, or I have certain errands I need to run, or just things I need to make sure are done for the home, things I need to make sure are done, well, home and family. Things I need to make sure are done for myself, and things I need to make sure are done for work. And this can range. So all my self-care, all my exercise, reading, learning, all of that stuff I consider to be self. Anything I do for Jeremy, the kids, the house, Adelaide, that is considered household. And then anything to do with work, YouTube, anything like that, that's all yellow. One of the really nice things about doing it this way is you can kind of see if some days are favoring one thing or another, or how to plug stuff in, right? So like something I'm trying to implement this year is upgrading my Cinderella time, which is like my, you know, chores and stuff. And so that's all blue. So I've added way more blue in my day because it's like, well, what can I get done? What can I get done in like 10 minutes? What can I get done? What are the little things that I need to get done throughout the week to help me chip away at the overall goals? But it's like, I mean, literally things that, one of the things I've implemented was, instead of putting vague tasks like clean the kitchen, it's like specific stuff. So like make sure this is done, make sure this is wiped down, make sure X, Y, Z are done, right? Like get specific, don't just get vague. Wipe down tile, make sure X, like whatever. So it does add up, but it also gives you much more like specific tasks to accomplish, so you're checking off more stuff and you keep your momentum going. So I find that to be really helpful. I'm only like 5 days into the year and I'm already like, yes, that was a good idea. We can all thank Martha Stewart for that. So this is what I do every single day. This is how I keep, and I take the beginning of the month and my Sundays, I actually have already started thinking about an idea for a video, but my Sundays are typically like my recap and my prep days, and it's just like a whole day of assessing, planning, prepping, etc. But one of the things I do at the beginning of the month is I kind of plan out as much as I can for the upcoming month, right? And so you'll see, you get my drift. You know, it's just so when you can kind of get an idea of like what goes where. And then as you go through your day or the week or whatever, you go, oh, I gotta do that. And then you can kind of plot it in. So you don't feel like everything is on one day, right? Like I typically do that where my Monday and my Tuesdays are packed. And then whatever doesn't get done gets pushed to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but it's all getting whittled away. So whatever works for you, but this thing is awesome. Something else I like about it, and I find that they have it in all of they have stickers. I'm not a sticker person, but if you are, they have stickers. I've never used them. They also have this little like ruler thing that kind of sucks, but whatever, I don't use that either. But they have this whole like how you use it, and in it they've got your goal setting. I did it in my weekly one, so I kept this blank for y'all to see. Your like goal setting, your values, your strengths, your passions, how we're going to achieve our goals, breakdowns, all your aspects of your life. I just this is what I like about this planner, is it takes you into account, not just like just work, not just this, not just that. So this is a great just like one-stop shop for keeping track of your life. Love it. They do this ideal week thing. I will tell you straight up, I'm allergic to stuff like this. Anytime there's like a 7 to 8 a.m., I'm like, no, because my body just revolts and is like, I'm not doing that. I'm not, out of spite, I'm not doing that. So yeah, but this is, I think I'm on like my 8th or 9th year of having this, and every month you've got like your, you know, goals, and then your days, and all that stuff, right? It's just great. Love it. Piggybacking off of that, I have the weekly planner. So I got the smaller size one just so I could tell the difference. Like I wanted to be able to look and see which one's which. But I like this. This I got specifically because I noticed maybe in the last like 4 to 6 months of last year, I noticed I was kind of getting lost forest to trees. Like I was kind of getting lost in it. Like I was having a hard time really clearly creating weekly objectives. And I would get kind of too consumed in the days and not trend for the week. So I really wanted to fix that this year. And so that's where this guy comes in. So what I do, well, you'll see this at the end of the month, but what I do is I recap my month, right? And every week I assess, how did I do? Am I getting to where I need to be by the end of the month? So this is kind of crucial for that. So what I did was I set at the beginning, this kind of like what the first one had. Well, it's exactly what the first one had, just smaller. I put the goals that I have on this just so I can visually kind of start projecting. How many weeks do I have to accomplish this, so on and so forth. And then I start chipping away. So one of the things I do, same thing with the color scheme, but I pick pink, yellow, and blue, which for me, it's self, work, home. I pick a goal within each one every week. And that has to align with what I wanted to achieve for the month, right? So I hope you're picking up on what I'm putting down. So basically it helps me kind of bridge that gap and make sure that, okay, am I accomplishing every day what I need to for the week to where I can be accomplishing what I need to for the month to accomplish what I need to for the year? It's that thing. So this is actually really helpful for that. And what I find I like is I will, I'll be able to look at this a lot quicker and being able to say like, oh, that's right. That's where okay. Versus having to thumb through every page and getting to the kind of the minutia of the day. That's not what this is about. So for me, this is already a really good idea. And it's kind of more fluid than the day is. Like kind of, okay, what do I want to, so I just tackle it at the beginning of every week. Technically at the end because it's Sunday and this thing starts on Monday. But I tackle it on Sundays and I map out what I want my next week to look like, and then every day, okay, what can I accomplish today to help me check off the week, you know? So yeah, that's the weekly. I don't know what size this is. It's the smaller size of the planner. Okay, so then the last thing from Day Designer, not sponsored, is the clip folio. So this is another thing that's new this year, but I'm already like way into. So it's got this little like clippy here for your papers if you need it, but you open it up and it's got these guys in there. So I have 4 more of these. No, I have 3 more of these after this is up. So what I'm doing here is I'm recapping, I'm sort of hybridizing to make it what I need it to be. So this is my actual, like, you know, I said I recap at the end of the week. This is where I do that. So this is my, I write out all my goals for the month, whether they're transactional or like midterm. And then each week I kind of recap what my goals were. What did I actually do? So this is where I kind of synopsize between the day and the week, and then anything else. So this is where I can literally look at one page and go, okay, so this is kind of the perfect combo of the important minutia and the overall, here's what I did, right? So this is like my recap stuff. This isn't like in the moment like my planners are. Hopefully that makes sense to you. But this thing so far, I'm like so on board with. So this was week 1, I'm on week 2, and I won't touch this until Sunday, which I kind of love because then it's like a touchstone, right? It's like, this is my pulse check, whereas these are more like living documents. This is my status update. This is like my little weekly team meeting. Okay, so that is overall life. One of my resolutions was to do morning pages. I got it from the book by Tara Schuster, Buy Yourself the Fucking Lilies. That book's awesome. But one of the things that she does, that she recommended doing, was something called morning pages, where you just brain dump every morning. And I have done it every day but the first. So I'm 4 days in of journaling, and I set a timer on my phone because I'm new at it and I just want to make sure that I'm kind of getting into the habit and the routine. So I set a timer on my phone for 10 minutes, and for 10 minutes I write. And I write in this, which is just like a really big French notebook. I bought this off of my favorite hotel's website because it looked right up my alley. I like French shit. I like things that look like, you know, Allen Ginsberg or Kerouac probably would have owned it, or like Edith Piaf would have owned it, or something like that, right? Bardot would have owned it. That's my shit. Is this my favorite thing in the whole wide world? No. But you know what? It is a perfect size for me first thing in the morning, drafting out my brain. It's great. So I do really love, and I'm happy with it. Would I get it again? I don't know. We'll see. But it's kind of awesome for what I need it for right now. I also like that it's kind of like beat up, because I kind of want that to, I want my brain dumps to feel like that, where it's just like, but yeah, so I bought that specifically for my kind of like brain dumps, because I said this before, but if I don't write it down, I forget it. And the other thing is, I have a very bad memory when it comes to, kind of trending my wants, my needs, my goals. Like I tend to be a little too reactive, and I don't do enough. Has this been on my mind a lot, or have I been thinking about this intermittently? Like trend analysis, right, for my own self and all that kind of stuff. So so I wanted to counter that, and I wanted to get a lot more clear, because I feel like I constantly am somebody who, I have 12 things in my head all the time. And so if you talk to me and I'm not ready for you to talk to me, I literally either am not paying attention to you yet, or I've lost whatever it was that I was thinking about, that I was needing to think about. So it's constantly, that's like a constant tug of war in my mind. And so my hope is that with these like brain dumps, AM pages, whatever you want to call them, my hope is that that helps me kind of have a catch-all for that. Where if nothing else, I can go, oh, that's right, I was thinking, okay, I was thinking, that's great. And so then I can kind of review it whenever I need to. We'll see how that goes, but I want to give it a go. Okay, next thing. I have a small random notebook. I have this as just like a kind of notes that I want to take for the day. So I have a notebook that like a specific style of notebook that I use for my client sessions. When I do my coaching and my regimen building for my clients, I have a specific type of notebook that I use for those. So they don't get argued, like I don't look at that and go, oh, what's that for? I know exactly what that's for. But I like having these little guys because it's like if I'm learning how to do something on YouTube, where if I'm, oh, I need to make sure I do that in this video, that kind of stuff, this is kind of great for that. Like it's not necessarily this dedicated resource. It's much more of like a fleeting thing where I need to make sure it's done for this one time, or this was a goal I had, or oh, I should kind of draft this out in my mind a little bit. Stuff like that. Just one of these little guys is all I need. And Jeremy tends to get a bunch of them from work whenever they do like a swag drop. They always hit them up, and I always take them. He always gives them to me because he doesn't need them, and I always do. So it works out great. It's like the one thing I don't have to pay for in this whole pile. And then lastly, I wanted to share with you my garden planner. If you're new to my channel, I'm a gardener. And I have got plans, but I have this planner. It's by Floret Farm. It's a year in flowers. It's the 2021 12-month planner, and I love this. It is just, it's like just enough. It's just enough to keep you like, okay, what do I need to be doing? You know what I mean? Like it just gives you a very specific, guidance, but it also gives you a lot of room to draft. And I really love that. So basically, and it's gorgeous. Like I'm not really into color unless it's outside. But the year at a glance, I changed this to websites to buy seeds from, but it's January. So mild climates, colder climates, I live in a mild climate. Monthly notes, what do I need to accomplish? What did I do? So this is gonna be my garden planner. And holy crap, I can't wait. I can't wait, I'm so excited. I just bought more flower seeds today. I'm gonna grow edible flowers, I decided, as companion plants, some of my, especially my spring garden. I don't know if we'll be moving this year. There's like a decent chance we will, but I don't know. We won't know for at least another month or so. But I'm very reluctant to plant in the ground, especially because I really, really, really wanted to plant a cut flower garden this year. And I'm like, I don't want to plant it and then like as it's in full bloom be moving, because that would just crush my soul. Like if you garden, especially if you grow, I mean you grow anything, like you're so invested in this that you're like, oh, I can't handle it. So yeah, so I like this because at least gives me some kind of an idea of what I could be doing every month, right? So even if we do wind up moving at some point in the year, I won't feel like I've totally thrown away a season or I lost the next season or anything like that. I'll at least have some kind of a framework for what could I be doing, what can I be planning, so on and so forth. So yeah, this guy, I rewarded myself for taking down Christmas. I'm like almost done taking down Christmas, and I told myself if I get it done by Thursday, it's Tuesday. If I get it done by Thursday, I will let myself plan my spring garden on Friday, because I am dying to get out in the garden. I just gave away a whole bunch of kale. I've got so much, I know this is such a tangent, I apologize, but I just gave away so much kale because I have so much. And it's mature, and so like I don't want it to go to seed and be bitter, but I also, you know, I grew it, like I wanted to make sure people eat it, so I just gave away to my neighbors. I'm giving it to my best friend, and I'm giving it to another neighbor today, you know what I mean, because it's so prolific, it's doing so well. But yeah, so anyway, we'll cross that bridge in another gardening specific video, but I just wanted to give you an idea of everything that I use to keep my head on straight. Hopefully some of this was helpful for you. By no means do you need to do all of this unless you're like me and it just helps you. But yeah, so there you go. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all very soon. Bye.